fan base. A great crowd on hand to battle the raindrops at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. Great beginning there under the bright lights of primetime.
Yeah, it takes you back to high school football on a Friday night, doesn't it? When you feel like every eye in the county is on you. In this case, every eye in primetime is on you.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. This defense for the Titans, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
He sets to fire deep. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Check.
Gravity Lion. Kill. There you go.
Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They go play action here on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. The Titans now at 2-5 to start play, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to loft it, deep right sideline. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Check.
60 Bobcats.
third down, he'll drop to throw. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
On first down, here's Breida. Down inside the 40. You look at this Bears defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great effort there, laying himself out in the end zone. And the Titans take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Titans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. You look at this Bears defense. They really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. first catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a first down. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
49's the mark. 49's the mark. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd down and 6. Right back to Spears. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him. Otherwise, you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
A run between the tackles with Breida. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's the 2nd and 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, he has Okonkwo. Touchdown, Titans! Okonkwo, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Groupie able to add the PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Williams. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
On 2nd down, here's Williams. And he's got the hook up to Moore. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. To the air on third down is Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now this throw caught left side and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 65 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. To throw, it's Williams. Flushed out right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in. Yes. A great play there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are back within a score. Santos with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A gain there of 21 yards.
Focus, defense, focus. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Then
70 Timberwolves.
check, check. Fresno.
Breida, he'll try the right side. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Got a man, it's Tyquan Thornton. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Breida, they'll go up the middle. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And this one is right through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready?
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Ready?
Breida to get the third quarter started. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Lose one. Mike spot 4.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know.
He'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Titans. Brandon Cooks, 66 yards. And the Titans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. The point after, good by Groupie. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd down and 8. Looking to throw is Williams. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. They'll start on the ground with Breida. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Montez Sweat with a tackle. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Off the play fake, it's Williams. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throwing is Williams. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. To the air, Williams. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. But the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Here's Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. To throw, Williams. This is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Cole Kmet, 28 yards. And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big play that time for the Titans. 45 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Go.
Back to throw now on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. Now a give to Breida. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
49.
Mustang 19. Hey.
They'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are right back in this football game. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Play action. Now Williams. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes...
That's caught inside the 20. And this will get them all the way inside the Tennessee 20. A gain of 37. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
2nd and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball's moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the first down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did a nice job executing.
Needed 2, and they got 3. He's got it. Touchdown. Cole Kmet with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bears have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So what can the Bears do here as they'll go for 2? They're going to try and run for it, but he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, Breida. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And it's a Titans touchdown. Tyquan Thornton, 52 yards. And the Titans use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Groupie able to add the PAT. And that makes this a 9-point game. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
On 2nd and 10, it's Williams again. He'll look middle here and get it to Odunze. Down the left sideline, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play, they max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
Back to throw. Williams. Flushed out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Here now, 2nd and goal. Hands it off out of the gun. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw for it with Williams. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bears. Roma Dunze, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the Titans are going to recover the football. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Here's Spears on 2nd down. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
18
He'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. Running out of the gun here, Breida.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
2nd and 6. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
On 3rd down, here's Spears. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Tajay Spears from 17 yards out. And the Titans are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Here's Groupie for the PAT. And that makes it a 9-point game. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's 1st and 10. to start the drive. Williams. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Throwing on second down is Williams. To the left side into the hands of Odunze. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And this is 4-down territory here. They know down 2 scores at this late stage, 10-yard passes aren't going to do it. So they took the shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. They'll go. Here's Williams. And they will get the conversion on 4th down to stay alive, but time not an ally. They'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Titans come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for the Titans, they get a much-needed victory to get to 3-5 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Chicago, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.